Hello, beautiful babies. This is the Seraph and Gem Gypsy, SeraFae Indigo Empress, and Shiloh Horizon. Please remember to stay hydrated. I have some things to share. But first, welcome. And second, how's everybody? Sending love and hugs to anybody who needs them. Divine protection, of course. I'm going to light their throat chakra attacks going on right now. I feel that a bit of incense here. I feel divine masculine coming through with protection and love and also healing. Also, third eye kisses. It's like that's what he's giving or wanting to give. Not just, I also got a vision earlier today, and he wants to actually put his lips on hers. 222. But it was more than that. It was, he had her in his arms. There was a bit where he also took his hand and had it wrapped around the back of her neck. Lovingly, very lovingly and gently, but also in some moments very passionately. I just heard lovers embrace. Yeah. Thank you. Yep, that's right. Thank you. So let us start the reading. Where's the deck that I'm looking for? You know what? Might as well grab that one too. Yeah, I'll start here. I got a phone call. Let me just check and make sure that we're still active. That's a problem. The audio's off. Let's try that again, shall we? Are we good with the audio? What's up? Here it is. Alright, it was glitching over here. Problem solved. Let's see, shall we? This one hit the deck. Observe the colors of the night. I just had a chat with a doctor actually about a starry sky. It was purplish and green, kind of like a galaxy sky. It was very pretty. There was a message of as above, so below. Also, when I got home, this was on the floor. It's usually in a bucket, but I guess the cats must have gotten into it or knocked it out. That's in. It's a piece of coral, pink coral. Look at that paper towel dust. Keep fragrant flowers by your bedside. Be still and listen and reflect whatever brings you peace. I noticed a karmic copycat, speaking of the lilies, as I looked down at this, trying to do the copycat thing again, and this time they tried to do it with a lily flower. Because that's my last name and they're being a creep. Now they're calling it something different. They're calling it a different flower that I spoke about last week. But nonetheless, I heard that. That's gross. That's creepy. You mean they're copying your last name again and like your real birth certificate last name and also the things you're saying again? Yeah. Moving on. I heard that's gross. When will this BITCH stop and learn their lesson? Yeah, well. See, I'm still beautiful. And I know I've got good things coming. Speaking of, you know what I heard? And I don't believe I even have to pull it up because I heard it, so I pulled it up earlier. Yeah, that's right there, see? A reading just popped up and it says, advised to stop monitoring you or else. Right, like monitoring and copying and watching what they can try to take. It's creepy. I heard this.
Better days are coming if no one told you.
That's funny. I just said something about big things are coming and I just started playing Better Days by Dermot Kennedy, but in the recommended of this video is a connected conduit video and it says you're being elevated to new heights. They're doing they're putting new siding on outside, doing renovations. Spirit is preparing you for something big, and I know that. And beneath that is the song. Oh, that's funny. Look, beneath that is the song. Wow, look. And then there's this song. This one, Mr. Alex Warren wrote for his wife. This one is the one I was just referencing. Spirit's preparing you for something big. Beneath lasting lover, like a long-term commitment, and then there's me. And this also goes hand in hand with this because the self-love and healing work that we've been doing has been drawing in divine counterparts, kingdom spouses, but also this love heals both of them. And I also, there's that protector energy that came through first. Divine masculine helps divine feminine heal. But they do this for each other. They illuminate and bring out the best in each other and help each other heal the difficult parts. But not out of judgment, out of love and understanding and acceptance. It really is a truly unconditional connection and relationship. It's real love. It's divine love. And it's unmatched.
I hate to hear you crying over the phone, dear. For 7 years running,
I've been a soldier.
but better days are coming.
Better days are coming for me.
So
When the night felt like forever,
I remember what you said to
me.
I know you've been hurting, waiting on a train that just won't come. The rain, it ain't permanent, and soon we'll be dancing in the sun. We'll be dancing in the sun. And we'll sing our song together. And we'll sing our song together. We never miss the flowers until the sun's down. We never count the hours until they're running out. You're on the other side of the storm now. You should be so proud.
Careful. My love, do you need help? Can I get you something? You want one too, pretty boy? Under my feet, my love. Thank you.
The flowers until the sun is down. We never count the hours until they're running out. You're on the other side of the storm now. You should be so proud. Better days are coming. Better days are coming for me.
And the night felt like forever. Remember what you said to me.
I know you've been hurting, waiting on a train that just won't come. The rain is permanent, and soon we'll be dancing in the sun. We'll be dancing in the sun. And we'll sing our song together. And we'll sing our song together. We'll sing our song together. We'll sing our song together. You for a better day. You've seen too much of pain. You already know that your story's gonna change. Just wait for better days. I promise you I won't let go. I know you've been hurting, waiting on a train that just won't come. The rain, it ain't permanent. And soon we'll be dancing in the sun. We'll be dancing in the sun. We'll sing our song together.
Okay. You know what I also heard? What's this? Believe in magic. This is manifesting. Write a list of intentions. It's like gratitude journaling also. Right, April showers brought May flowers. Look, this looks like my nail. A little bit. I also feel like this is in regards to the divine masculine and feminine. There's also an emphasis of the two. They might be night owls, maybe not all the time, but sometimes. So this might actually be like playing in the garden or something, doing stuff at night. Oh wait, look, those are those bluebells or those lily of the valley, maybe. Either way, look. The card. Bluebell. But then there's the lily of the valley. I've got that over here. It might be those, actually. That looks more like it, kind of. Well, not... Yes and no, I guess. Either way. Then there's the daisy, and I've got those too, don't I? Somewhere. Where'd she go? Daisy, where art thou? Here she is. Little Daisy. Daisy, Daisy. Go for a night drive. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, this is like dating. And if it's not like gardening at night, it's planting seeds. Maybe they work at night. Maybe they get creative at night. Maybe they, I don't know, whatever it is they work on a project or something together. But there's something here about spending time together, dim the lights. I'm telling you, it's like romantic, maybe dancing in, even just in the living room. Very, look, a nighttime picnic. It's just quality time spent with each other. I see it. It's like divine masculine laying on a blanket on his side and kind of propped up on his arm and his elbow. And he's just looking up at divine feminine who's sitting next to him, maybe cross-legged. And he's just gazing up at her, enamored, just affectionately and lovingly. And she feels the same. This is the same energy mirrored back, but they're just having heart-to-heart conversations and communications. There might also be, I just heard, what is it? Charcuterie? There might be like a snack plate or something. I just saw, what is that? Wine? Glasses of wine? Or if it's not alcohol, it might be sparkling, I don't know, juice or something. I don't know. But anyway, marvel at the moon's reflection on water. Let your mind wander. They're just, I love this energy. They're just talking, and it's like nighttime. It's very relaxed and enjoyable, and there's like sensuality and romance. It's very pure. I'm sure there's passion and chemistry too, and I know there is actually, but this is so lovely. Like what I'm picking up and seeing right now is it's the final payoff of manifestations that have been long in the wait. creation. Look, observe what comes alive at night. And both of, like I said, they both might come to life at night. They both might be night creatives or night owls. And this is what they were both wishing for, praying for, dreaming for 2022. Yeah, see, look, I said I was seeing like maybe dancing in the living room, dimming the lights, and that is so cute. I don't know if it's the living room necessarily. It doesn't have to be, but I did just see that, and it was beautiful. The picnic also might be like on their front lawn or in the living room. Like I said, just very chill, like on the floor, very comfortable, homey vibes. And if it's not, again, a home space, they're home to each other, and so they carry this feeling together. I hear running. You know how I feel about playing Beyonce songs, given the fact that Jay-Z's been tied into all of that and the Diddy scandal. But I hear this song. She's not the only artist in this, and I have to play it for the sake of the message. There's no cover of this one that I found, so this is the one that I'm going to play. But first,
didn't know that I'd fall so hard. Then my feet left the ground. Gravity don't make no sense when you're around. I come up against myself when demons in my head get loud. I don't know how you do it, but you turn them down. I slip and wonder who I'd be if I never found you and you never found me. Well, I don't wanna see. So won't you give me tonight and the rest of your life? I wanna have it all with you. I wanna have it all with you. And when you open your eyes, I'll be there by your side. I wanna have it all with you. I wanna have it all with you. 'Cause your love is biblical. It's biblical. It's biblical. Hello, Adonis. Good afternoon. It's 2:22 on the clock here on the East Coast. I just watched it switch to 2:23. How are you? Doing well, I hope. Ever go to pieces, fall between the thunder clouds. I will put you back together. I won't let you down. I slip and wonder what I'd do if you never found me and I never found you. I don't know what I'd do. So won't you give me tonight and the rest of your life? I wanna have it all with you. I wanna have it all with you. And when you I wondered, I was going to ask you, what are you having, eating while I hope? That was my next question. And so what are you having for lunch? Hopefully something good that makes you feel good. Good nutrition is good. You tend to eat pretty solid. I'll be there by your side. I wanna have it all with you. I wanna have it all with you. I wanna have it all. I wanna have it all. I wanna have it all. I wanna have it. I wanna have it all. 'Cause your love is biblical. It's
also heard this one, and this is divine masculine and feminine going back and forth, communicating. There's a Mexican commercial in the, like a Spanish food commercial on the screen. Also, college. What is this? Marketing, cybersecurity. Speaking of, emphasis on creepy karmics. And then also, I'm actually being told to be quiet about that for now, so I'm listening. Thank you, love you. But I do have more synchronicities. Oh, for me it's lunchtime. For you it's late, right? Are you having dinner? Did you have dinner? Take good care of you. Yeah, here's the thing though. I'm not really hungry. So I forgot that it was lunchtime. But I did actually just run to pick up more flour. No pun intended with the nails. And I was just actually getting ready to put that away too. I went to pick up my normal stuff, and I actually went the other day, but I had to straighten out some paperwork, and so I went back today so that I could re-up. I did save myself a little bit, and so I had some left for the next day or so while I handled the paperwork, straightened that out, and waited for everything. However, because it was my birthday, they have, like, often they'll throw in a gift or something, and then I don't know exactly what the thing was or why, but they also gave me a quarter for $2.50, and I'm not joking, it's right here. And you know what the funny thing was? It was my birthday. But the type of flour, cover up that batch. I don't know if you can see that, is birthday cake. And $40 for a quarter minus $37.50 is $2.50. So I got the quarter for $2.50. And then I just got a flash of, what is that, dude? Where's my car? Somebody was just thinking about that. I saw that. Thank you. There were a bunch of other synchronicities, but I'm being called to be quiet about that too. Make a wish. Keep manifesting though. You did. But I'm here.
Lonely walls have changed the way I feel. The way I feel. I'm standing still. Nothing else matters now. You're not here. So where are you? I'm calling you.
I've been missing you.
Where else can I go? Where else can I go? Chasing you. Chasing you. Memories turn to dust. Please don't bury us. I got you. I got you. Running, running, running.
my head forever. Whoa. Running, 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 running from myself no more. So get ready to face it all. If I lose myself, I lose 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 it all. Okay, let's see. What else does God have to say for a minute? Gonna tell me about the just crazy karmic copycat energies. A bunch of cards just hit the deck. It's a fire sign. Yeah, we know that. Okay, well, their evil eyes have gone blind, or they're about to. They're offering to send evil entities your way. Well, that's going to backfire them. When the demons they tried to play with come haunt them, they're big mad. Yeah, well, why else would someone call a demon? Or let one possess them? It will pass. Yeah, see, they have no power. Nor do the beings they're trying to call. And they're in the grips of fate and karma. They've sealed their own. It's not a good one, though. They're thinking about you. Yeah, we know. Also stalking and watching and, trying to copy and compete and tit for tat and do the whole thing. I know the shebang. Stay hot and let them rot. Don't mind if I do. And they are rotting. In fact, yeah. Well, no, she's copying me again. But I smelled her twice last night, and she smells like a dirty, stinky diaper. And I'm not talking about one that's filled with fluid. She smells like a shitty diaper. Which doesn't surprise me, because wouldn't you know, that's often what reports of demonic entities and presences smell like rotten eggs, or in other words, a shitty diaper. Girl needs an exorcism or something. A psych ward would help, but she knows that. Why else would you put crazy in your title? That's an advertisement for your mental illness. We know. They're speaking upon you. Yeah, I know. That's why the gang's stalking. But they're also getting their behinds whooped. You know what? That makes sense. Because before I came onto this live feed, I picked up a download. I was let known. It was let known by the angels. They let it be known. And the ancestors. That there's this karmic energy that's trying to trash talk and slander. And she went to open her mouth to talk and put her tongue on someone in a dirty way. This way. It's black magic, lying and slander. And the ancestor, or the angel, grabbed her tongue right out of her mouth and then started whipping her around like a lasso by her tongue. Like this. Right. Let's say this is her tongue, snake tongue. She went to open her big mouth to talk, and the angel went like this and yanked her tongue out. And then imagine this is her, started whipping her around like this by the base of her tongue. And so here she is on the other end of her tongue, swinging like this. The karmic says, it's not funny. Of course you think it's not funny. It's about you, crazy. Hold on, it's actually a little bit hard to tie this long nails. There. Right. So she went to chase clout, open her mouth, slander, whatever, play the victim, lie, trash talk. And imagine this is the tongue, right? To open her big beak mouth. And the angel went and then started swinging her around by her tongue. Cut it out. Rip that right out if you don't stop. That's what they said, and then did. I mean, not quite to the point of ripping it out, but they used her as a lasso. Yeah. Anyway, and she's a fire sign, so there's that. So I know. So who has no ancestral support? And again, her evil eyes are going blind. These just fell out again upside down, but they're being blocked from the slender or stopped in some way. I just saw something about car trouble. Going to have car trouble. I also been picking up health issues too. Tell me about the light worker energies that's being targeted and copycatted. Look, remember I said that she was copying me again? I don't know if you remember, over the last couple weeks I've been talking about, I've mentioned it a few times, but one in particular that I can remember off the cuff, and I can go back and pull up the video. But I was talking about morning glories and how usually they come out when the sun comes out. I mentioned how sunflowers are very cool and how they will, like you can watch a time lapse of how they follow the sunlight. So the face of the sunflower as the sun moves across the sky will turn so that they can optimize as much sunlight as they can. And then I mentioned the morning glory flowers because they open up in the morning time when the sun comes out, but then there's a specific type of morning glory. It's kind of like a moon glory, and they only come out in the nighttime. Do you remember me talking about that? If you don't, then I know Stu will. But yeah, she just went and put out another bunch of copycat nonsense based on me, and the whole backstory is of a flower that only comes out at night, blooms at night. I'm like, girl, get real. I just talked about that a few days ago. And this card has the butterflies on it too, white pure butterflies. But while she's talking about the flower being one that opens in the day, the artwork that she tried to present it as was a lily flower, and that is my last name. I know a lot of people think because I have multiple stage names and many nicknames and other varieties, monikers, that Lily, because it does sound like a stage name, Alexis Lily, they think that it's another name that I made up. No, that's on my birth certificate. Thank you. I've even had people ask that or say that. I'm like, I thought that was another name. No? Yeah, it is a name, but it's my legal name. So trying to present herself as pure, right? Lily is also on my Native American heritage crest. It is the symbol because that's where the name comes from. But lily symbolizes purity. Except for she didn't do a white lily. She did an orange lily, like a daylily specifically. Those are typically the orange ones like that. And very commonly, they're orange. I find that you will see more orange daylilies than the other colors. I have seen the others, but Even in fields of the daylilies, most of them for some reason were orange. It must be a dominant color or something, I'm not exactly sure. But either way, I did pick up energetically that there was an attempt to pull on the solar plexus and the sacral chakra. And so the whole combative tit for tat attempt is an attempt to try to assert some kind of delusional perception of dominance that they think that they have, these copycat energies. And so that's solar plexus, and they're trying to cause a lack of confidence or something in the light worker because really they're feeling insecure. It's projection. But then there's also the whole copycat thing, right? Stealing someone else's work because you lack creativity. Well, the solar plexus and the sacral chakra are the creativity center. So when you got somebody stealing from you, they're trying to siphon from your solar plexus and sacral chakra, especially if it's something that you created specifically. Yeah. Anyway, so listen to the night sound. You listen to the truth. Listen to your intuition is what I'm getting from this. Quiet the noise. They're just trying to project a bunch of nonsense, but it's not true. And so we see the truth behind it because of that real, true intuition. And I'm also picking up actual glowing energy, like a glow up. Didn't I say something about a gratitude list earlier? Watch an outdoor movie. Didn't I say that also? If it's not actually going to like a movie theater or something like that, then this could be, like I said, out on the front lawn or the porch or something of the home of the divine masculine and feminine. Look, sleep under the stars. I also, there was the camping. Oh, wow, look at the back of that. The fire, light some candles. I hear for some ambiance, or be careful though. Fire safety is important, of course. Or there was a campfire reference too, and I flipped the card because I wondered what was on the back of this. And it's another camping message. That's funny. Well, that must be why I picked it up. Look, more of the bluebells. They're either bluebells or... Where are we? Here we are. They're either bluebells or they are Lily of the Valleys. Speaking of Lily, 4402. What do you think? Okay. Okay. Moving along. Can I get a couple for the light workers? Call upon source. Okay. A couple more, please. Protect yourself. The divine is watching. Yeah, didn't I say that? God sees everything. Repel that bitch. Don't worry, we are. Let it flow and let it go. Manifest good karma. Yeah, I talked about that. I think in the last live, I talked about divine providence and karma. No negative energy or weapon formed will prosper. Show no fear. That's funny. You know what's at the bottom of this other deck that I just got done with a minute ago? Well, double checking. There's a mushroom I'm noticing here. It's catching my attention. Maybe I should grab the mushy deck. The universe is guiding you away from those toxic energies. I'm protected. Forgive, but don't forget. Release. Forgive you for being a clown, but I'm not buying tickets to your circus. Stay humble and let them crumble. Don't worry. We are. Flex on that hoe. Don't worry. I am. So either targeting an air sign like myself, or this is somebody who maybe had air sign in their chart somewhere and wanted to compete. Sometimes they do that. Immature, low vibrational ones. Freeze them. It's ego, very ego-based. So they are being frozen out. They're being blocked out. Call upon source, because God saw that and said no. What do you think dispenses karma? God is just another word for the universe, you know? Let's grab the mushroom deck. Got it out the mud. That's what I heard. Oh, where are we? I think it's up here somewhere. Hold on. Heard that. I need some help. Right? Is in here, huh? There's one. You're right. That was in there. But wait, wasn't there another one? Not with that one right now? Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That was nice of you. Okay, let's not start with this one. I feel like I need to stick this over here. I feel like I need to save this for a divine masculine and feminine reading, because I do have a little love reading to do as well. Of course, we address whatever energies need to be addressed and what pop up, and this was one of them because they decided to be problematic or try. But here we go. Let's see, shall we? Page of Pence. I just heard idyllic. Divine feminine is being perceived as idyllic. I feel like they both are to each other, though. The masculine and the feminine. Yeah, see, 9 of Cups. And the frog. Okay, remember you asked the other day why there was a frog on... Why the divine masculine was basically as a fairy, why he was riding a frog like a horse on his way to divine feminine. It's because he's a fairy. He was a fairy. Page of Pence. Okay, so very immature. Not, this is a separate energy. I picked up divine masculine, karmic. So they were chasing, doing the copycat thing and trying to, I guess, beat someone else to their own destiny or blessings because they wanted money. And the fairy coming on the frog. Yeah, you remember. Yep. In fact, let's grab that deck. See what pops out today, shall we? You know what? This one's calling to me as well. There was a Mark Antony and Cleopatra energy that came out yesterday in the past life bit as well, and Isis is in resonance with that, so there's the Isis deck. Speaking of, these just fell, wings of Isis. Exactly. It's angelic, archangelic. Spirit of Isis, triumph of the goddess. See, you cannot best a true queen. So Cleopatra, and she knew this, she claimed this openly, much like myself. She knew she was an incarnation of Isis, the incarnation of Isis. Healing the divine masculine. And what did I say in the beginning of this? They heal each other. Their love heals each other. They've been working on healing themselves, but they also heal each other. Wow, I just split the deck. Past life, present power. I told you. The many spiritual faces of you. They do not call me the goddess of 10,000 names for nothing. Thank you, Lady of the Stars. And didn't I say that? The galaxy energy. Be in the world, not of it. I'm not. Mother of life, exactly. Divine feminine. Nourishment. When two givers indulge in a connection together, they both pour into each other. Neither one of them gets depleted, and they both just nurture each other and grow. Nurture themselves and each other and grow. Ace of Wands. So this is a divine connection. It's full of lots of passion and very clearly sexual chemistry. Look at that. There's a ring on the finger, mind you. Very phallic energy. But there may be babies coming for some. I know there are actually. But Ace of Wands is a divinely blessed connection. Ace of Wands is not just about the passion and the chemistry between them. It is about creation. It's the solar plexus sacral energy. It's about bringing forth manifestations into the 3D. Look, the moon. Using intuition. King of Cups. See, this is a very sensitive, soft, loving, nurturing, passionate, divine masculine. He might be very sexual. And in fact, I know he is. But I heard sexual healing. Right. Okay. He's also full of love. And I feel like people don't necessarily understand that. Or look, they misjudge him. I feel like both of them are like this. And both were misjudged. And this is why they're being called to come together. Because their justice is each other. The love and the healing and the passion. And it's like God made them for each other. They've been praying for each other. Whether they knew it or not, they've been praying for a good connection. God says this is it. They've been praying for the divine connection. God says this is it. And death to the karmics who tried to destroy the angels. Certainly death to their toxicity and their karmic ways and tendencies. And also this is a release of toxic places, people, things, situations, patterns, also habits, bad habits, old associations, anything that needs to be released. But the ladybug symbolizes luck. Black trumpet, 7 of cups. See, they wanted people to be confused. They wanted to lie and have people be confused about the fact that they wanted to try to convince people that they weren't evil, malicious, dark. But this is the thing about that. See the morning glories, but they're like dead because the whole thing was a fake facade. Hello. We're not confused. And the trumpet has been blown on these people. The karmics have been exposed. Yeah. I stay low key to keep my blessings on me. I be in the crib with my feet up, sipping holy water like I'm Jesus. I get holy powers like I'm Jesus. So don't you ever disrespect my God body. Whatever beef you've got with God, it's not about me. See, we're leaving this behind, these people, toxic situations behind. You're the copy and I'm the OG. I stay low key to keep my blessings on me. Buzzing up my feet, he called me his queen bee. He said, chill, boo, I got you. What is it? I'm just trying to tune my chakras. Yeah. I just split the deck, and didn't I say something about the whole solar plexus sacral harvesting? That looks like a dead ladybug to me. These karmics do not have any luck. Bad luck. Because they tried to siphon other people's energy. Now, when that energy returns to them, what happens to somebody who tried to drain someone else? How are they going to feel if they tried to drain somebody else when their karma comes back? Quite drained, huh? Right. Moving on. Exposed, like, yeah. It's actually CC, love. I think you were writing K because you saw me write K with a K, but that's actually short for okay, like OKAY or just okay. But she spells it with a C, so it's technically CC. But I got you. I've never corrected you because I know what you mean, but I was called to do it today, just so that other people can understand what you're saying. I got you. 5822, funny. Yes, also. But and what it is, the K thing is a question. Like, okay, you got it? Are we established now? Okay, good. Period. End of discussion. No more question. That's what that is. I was being sassy, but also honest and correct. It's giving the energy of, now that that's been appropriately addressed and established, moving on. Can I get a couple for the divine masculine and feminine? Goddess, what did I say? They don't call me the goddess of 10,000 names for nothing. And the divine is on my side. I got holy water like I'm Jesus. I got holy powers like I'm Jesus. I got you. Look. Holy powers like I'm Jesus. Be in the world, not of it. Again, repeat. Enter the chamber of the dark goddess. Okay, so this is like Mark Antony being drawn towards Cleopatra's power, strength, also wisdom and intuition, but he's not afraid of her ferocious energy, her badassery, her warrior energy, like other masculines have been or could be. He's not intimidated by her. He matches her energy and they help each other level up, actually. I hear they help each other glow up. 6022. I just heard I have the resources and you have the information I need or the knowledge or something. And that's maybe one part of it for one person or one connection, but I do feel like there's more. It's not just about that, and it's not always about that. In some cases it is, and it may be. But there's more to it because I know also that even though a lot of the divine feminines have been targeted in their pockets, well, both masculines and feminines in some cases, because they thought that that was the way to keep each other apart or keep people too bogged down with just the daily monotonies of life or dealing with the stress of that to actually open up and be in a higher level commitment or healthier connection. But while the divine feminine may have plenty of information or wisdom or knowledge or insight that the divine masculine needs, benefits from, is using, has found helpful, will find helpful to integrate, etc., I know that he has stuff to share with her and teach her on levels. It's a mutual bond and connection, and really it's just merging and growing. They already have enough there in common on the same wavelength to know that they're for each other, at least in the connections that I'm picking up here. But there's still more to grow and learn together. But this is a connection that will grow together instead of them growing apart. And that's a different level. Look! Overcoming negative energy with feminine power. They balance each other. Ancient Tantra of the soul. Yeah, see? It's chemistry. I want sexual healing. Marvin Gaye was a pervert, though, just so you know. Like, liked little... What is it? Is he the one that liked younger people? That, for one, and then, like, inappropriately young for his age. Or, I think he was also violent. I think there was domestic abuse with that one. I forget. Hold on. Before I misquote myself. Because those are serious allegations. If it wasn't him, it was another one. But I'm pretty sure that he was in... Unless I'm mixing him and another artist up. I think he was violent. Like his wife or somebody, I forget. But we'll find it. We'll look it up. Thank you. Marvin Gaye. He was a singer. I don't think he's alive anymore. But he sings that song, I want sexual healing. I don't know why this is not turning on. But I've got a solution for that. Actually, I do. This isn't charging quickly enough. Problem. But this one will. So it is an easy fix. I just don't like to have all these cords laying around here. Especially with the cats. But I think that's also an easy fix. Because that reaches. Problem solved. It wasn't properly plugged in earlier. I didn't realize it. Okay. Marvin Gaye. He was absolutely sued for assault and battery on... I think his ex-wife. Maybe? And then, I'm pretty sure, he was a pedophile as well. Hold on. That one's another serious allegation, so let me check, because I might be mixing that one up with another artist. It's a problem, though. I heard that. Either way, both of those are horrible. Yeah, mission accomplished. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Um, yeah, he was a child predator. Yep. According to this. 306. So he was domestically violent towards women, and then he also was predatory towards children. And you know I have a problem with both of those things. 306. However, this is a good song. I hear, hold on. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Yeah, it's a Charlie Puth. That's not the one I was hearing first, though. Kygo. I love Kygo. Kygo's a favorite for me. I've listened to this one, this artist, probably, I mean, since before my daughter was born, definitely. So at least a decade, definitely more. I started listening to Kygo in college. That must have been 2012 then, wasn't it? Which Sia song? Oh, it's an artist. Has? Ooh, thank you. Got it. I didn't know about this. I love this. Good recommendation, buddy. Whoa, okay, these lyrics. Feel me and the breeze, baby. I'm the ocean sky in heels, baby. It's hilarious. I did just post earlier, Mama, I'm just having fun on stage in my heels. It's where I belong. I'm the forest and the trees, baby. You're the Royce and I'm the wheels, baby. Also, here's another one. Because I'm picking up a side download, and this crazy tried to put another original character out that's druidic, but unfortunately for her, I actually was high priestess of the druids, the Celtic druids. It's where some of this fae resonance comes from. And so that's a weird copycat thing too. In fact, girl just needs to stop. Also, hello, Freya. Just very foolish energy. Moving on. I'm the forest and the trees, baby. You know, I say that because the druids, like myself, spoke with the trees. And for me, the animals too. You're the Royce, the Rolls Royce, and I'm the wheels, baby. Chef's kiss. I'm gonna take your breath away. There's the air sign reference. Don't Stop Running to Me. I just played Running by Beyonce as well. So good call. Good call. You always ask good questions. You very consistently also had very great recommendations. So thank you and props. One love. If you're my ocean, I'm your wave. That is baller. All right. Okay. Divination, seeking out and finding answers. So here we are. I actually see she's taking a bath. I take a bath in the water. In the river of the moon, blessed like ocean. Everything will manifest because I wrote it. Creation, dawn, the beginning, the origin point that these karmics have been copying. Because they have nothing to copy unless I post first. Also, side note, Crazy posted another one with the whited out eyes, trying to say, I'm the originator of this in 2021. Yeah, but my post is from 2020. So again, I still, I was here first. Stop. Just as a funny side note. The fallen hero. Well, you're not a hero. Well, she's talking about herself, girl. The fallen hero. Like a demon then. A fallen angel? Right. And didn't I talk about fallen angels last night? So there's that. And when I mean by the whited out eye, I mean like that. Okay, but the problem with that, because I already hear, oh, no, it's not. No, you didn't. And also, mind you, she's sitting there trying to time date stamp it from 2021 as if it's a pissing contest and not a federal lawsuit. Just going to quickly address this and then move on. But if you go to my Instagram, and now I feel her sweating. Shit, she's going to show me up again. She's going to prove me wrong again. She's going to... Why do you do this to yourself? Why do you run your mouth and lie and then tell me that I'm not telling the truth when you know dang well I can pull up the receipts to prove it? Why do you do this to yourself every single time? You know why? Because you're mentally ill. It sounds like borderline personality disorder or narcissism to me. It's like some kind of cluster B personality disorder. And that's all I've got to say about that. Let me just pull this up real fast. Gotta go down the list though. Like I said, I've been here for a while. All right. she, I mean me. Here she is. See? At that, what's worse about her whole trying to copy that is I posted it on Del Rey's birthday. That's my actual Instagram. All right. Okay, it's my actual Instagram. Okay, that's his birthday, Valentine's Day. That's when I posted that, and she's been trying to copy that ever since. I mean, like, oh, I'm gonna try to put my stamp on it from 2021 because that's when I started. Yeah, but girl, I've been here first doing everything you're copying, so just stop. It's crazy. You know, I don't believe it's really your Instagram. Even that, I hear that. Weird. What a weird thing. Okay, well, here, it is my Instagram. Look. Oh, speaking of, Valentine card. You're so cute, it kales me. You're such a sweet potato. I really cared about you. My heart's so full of love for you, it leaks. Definitely me. It's definitely my Instagram. Bye, haters. Okay. Definitely my Instagram. You want me to refresh the page to prove it? Okay, bye, loser. You're so stupid. I've got some more music for you, too. Thanks for that song. That was a good one. Charlie Puth. What was the other one? It was the Marvin Gaye. Let's Marvin Gaye, get it on. I think it's called Marvin Gaye, actually. Well, there's a commercial playing. A legging commercial at that. Gym wear. Active wear, leisure. Okay, so sacred union. This is the divine masculine energy, also towards divine feminine. It's mutual, of course, but commitment ceremony and maturing into a deep relationship. So I am picking up marriage and deeper connection here. He's wanting to, I hear, lift the weight of the world off of her shoulders, or at least help her carry it. He says nobody should be forced to bear that burden alone. That's foul. What they did to you was foul. They tried to hurt you and then keep you stuck. Yeah, I know. That's the only way they could try to pretend like they were successful by any means. It's very immature behavior, though. They know better. They're just toxic. But we've broken free from that. Nobody's asleep. Nobody's confused. We're taking the leap of faith, knowing that the divine will catch. And also divine masculine has wings, too. Yeah, communication, relationship work to be done. Unconditional love. I did mention that earlier. I said that, I think half an hour ago, maybe an hour ago, in this live. Okay. Slowing down, grounding, listening for the heartbeat of the earth and the subtle energies. So it's being able to, there's white flowers in her hair. I hear that. Assume the position. Lay back, baby, you're gonna know when it's in. Just a little bit of friction. I heard that while I was getting the cards too, actually. I'll never get tired of these. Ever. Okay, So he's activated. He's either woken up or he's waking up. Magical help is on its way. And as a result, this is him wanting to come in towards her. Because he's also magical, you see. Look, we know this. And Divine Feminine's over here telling her truth, telling her story. Like I said, I've been here for a long time. Don't even make me sit here and write it all out. And I will. It looked like my hair before I cut it. Very dark. It was down past my butt crack at one point. Somebody said, why did you cut it? Joan of Arc. I went on the battlefield and I had shit to do. Time to take protection from toxic thoughts and energy. Heard, is that why you cut it a few months ago? Yep. But I knew, first of all, see, it's growing out. I knew. It's just a temporary situation. Worth the effort. 322. Divine Masculine does too. It's why he's coming in. Wrangled that frog, didn't he? Lassoed it like a karmic with a muzzle. Because they need one. Oh, I heard that karmic says, oh, you think you're so funny, don't you? Oh, girl, I know I am. And frankly, so do you. Shush. 3:22 on the clock on the East Coast. This is why they're jealous. This is why the copycat energy. No. But I would rather focus on Divine Masculine and the love between them. This is also Divine Feminine, just speaking up, speaking the truth. And he sees her as this beautiful, I just heard goddess, beautiful goddess. I just heard if this karmic tries to copy that and tries to go dress up like any kind of goddess like figure after hearing me say that, because she just does try to copy everything I say. This one's going to put her in the ground. This will be death prophecy because she's already pissed off the elemental realm, and this one will knock her out. I don't wish that. I'm just telling you what I'm picking up. Let me show you. The death card did come out though, didn't it? Hold on. Because I saw it. I got a flash of where she was already going with that after hearing me say that, because she's stalking my feed still. Flight. There will be no escape. No escape. Activation. No way out of it. It's in reverse. Both of those are in reverse. Yeah. Everything is being fit together, and so like it's like a web of all the lies that we're told, and they've wrapped themselves up in it. They're all bound up, right? Wow. As I said that, some cards fell out. They're all bound up, so they're being forced to face the reality of who they really are, which was, you three-headed snake. I heard the gossip. I heard the rumor that you tried to tell people that you said you made me who I am. Darling, you're a fan. Hey, crazy, you're so toxic. Like Britney, bitch, I blocked you just because I can. But you're still a fan. Bitch, please. You can't stand to see me shine. Better buy a visor. So they bound themselves up and are forced to face the mirror, and they don't like it very much. Ooh, because all they were doing was being oppositional, and now they've chopped their own heads off in the process. Fell on their own sword. Wow. Told you. So there's that. It's interesting. Yeah, see why? Because what's behind that metamorphosis? We're not confused, but we are transforming and alchemizing the situation. What's on the bottom of this? Hold on. Let's see. That doesn't belong in there. That's the deck book. I don't need that. I do want to get a couple of core energies. We'll do that one, and then that one. And then how many? 3 off the bottom? Okay. Rooted. They've got no roots. They're stuck. You know what I heard, though? Alice Merton, roots, preservation. See, they were trying to lie to get away with whatever they were stealing and then trying to cover up. It was all about self-preservation, right? They took what they wanted because they wanted it for themselves or thought they needed it to survive, and as if we didn't. And then they tried to preserve their fabricated reputation and what have you by covering their lies. It was self-preservation, but that backfired. Yeah, because people are already protected against them. They've protected themselves, and then also the divine is protecting them too. Myself included. What's this? Fortitude, because we're pushing through, and it's getting to a point where we won't have to multitask anymore, because any blocks that they were trying to create are being put back onto them. And we get to move forward free and clear. Anything else? I know, just lurkers. It's mostly karmic. Good emoji, bud. Amalgamate, activation, accumulation. Yeah. So all the bullshit that they have done just every day, trying to get away with it every day, now it's in a big pile, and it's a big pile of lies that all contradict each other, an accumulation of lies. It's all been stuck together so everybody can see that they were lying, and that's why there's no movement forward. It was a very karmic, unawakened, sleeper, sheeple energy. These people are sheep, and not the innocent, pure, good kind. I mean, like, they're daft, to put it bluntly. Put it nicely, really. That's not even the blunt one. I could have said a few other things. That was the nice version. And that's about the nicest thing I could probably say about them at this point. So I'm going to do us all a favor and change the topic. Karmic says, how are you so good at this? Experience. See, you were copying me, trying to copy the shell of me, but I am who I am, and I am only who I claim to be. So I actually have the authority and the skill set that I claim to, and you're just a fake and a fraud and a phony. You monstrous pile and crock of shit. Doodles. Stay off my social media and out of my life. And keep my name out of your dirty mouth, okay? Okay, cool. Now that that's been appropriately addressed and established, moving on. That still wasn't the super blunt version. I could have gone harder than that. You're welcome for the self-control. Divine Masculine says, if each time I thought of you were a flower, I could walk in my garden forever. Flowers. In true love, you want what is best for the other person. In romantic love, you only want the other person. But these are, okay, they want each other, of course, but they don't want each other at the expense of being bad for each other and themselves. They want each other because they genuinely love each other. They are good for each other. They can help each other grow. It's not based on what they can get out of the connection, although they both do benefit, of course. It's about what are they giving? Right. And hearing this divine masculine, there's one in particular, and he's speaking with an emphasis on money. This seems to be somebody who's either good with money or has a substantial amount of it. Maybe he saved up or whatever the case may be. But this also might be somebody who's just very successful in what they do. I hear bankroll. It just probably keeps rolling in. Or it did, or it has the potential to, or there's something like that. But he's not hurting, okay? And so he keeps putting an emphasis. And he's saying, I can't buy the things that I want in life. I cannot buy. He says all that money comes with downfalls because that type of money, he says, look at what people did to you. Look at what they're still doing. They try to take in everything you had and break everything. And then they still wouldn't stop coming after you. They don't rob empty houses, but right. And so, yeah, good point. But he's saying that he cannot buy the things. It must be very lonely to have all of those resources, knowing that you can't buy real love or companionship or affection, first of all, and then also to have more of the toxic people who only want you for the outside of you, the physical appearance of things or money or whatever it is, to be more drawn towards you like leeches, like mosquitoes to a flame. As the light just turned back on, you see. So he says, you give me things I can't buy. He says, and I know I can't buy your affections, but I can earn your love. He says, you got to let me, I have to call it like I hear it. You got to let me spoil you, though, because gift giving is one of my love languages. He says it's one of his main love languages. This won't be for everybody. This sounds like a very specific message. But anyway. And if not a specific message for a specific person, then this seems to be a smaller group of masculine. I just heard whales. A whale. Usually a whale is let's just get a definition of financial whale. Hold on. The whale card came out yesterday, and I kind of thought about that, but that's not typically where my focus is. We're not materialistic over here. 333. Financial whales refer to large players in financial markets who, due to the substantial volume of their assets, possess the ability to significantly impact significantly influence trends and prices through their no. Hold on, I had to click on that. There it is. Karmic is very angry. Yeah, here no matter what we did, we still couldn't stop them. So the financial whales refer to large players in the financial markets who, due to the substantial volume of their assets, possess the ability to significantly impact the market. These whales can be wealthy individuals, large financial institutions. I just heard donors also, or even countries that hold a considerable portion of a particular asset. The influence of these whales on markets can be substantial due to their size and dominance. Okay, so that's the definition. So can't say that everybody's one of those, but apparently we have some of them here. Love is a single soul that inhabits two bodies. And I did mention that earlier. There's emergence of their spirits. They are on the same frequency. Love is beyond the brain. Right. And there's also, it's the message of, I don't know you, but I know you. I haven't met you in this life, but I've known you from the others, and I recognize you. If not, I remember you. The ultimate sadness is to go through life without loving. That's sad. But it would almost equally be sad to leave this world without ever telling those you love that you do love them. So this is about taking that leap of faith, not being afraid to have that heart to heart and express their love. Because this is, wow, love is like a storm. It is fresh and cleansing, natural and essential. It's powerful and fulfilling, and nothing can get in its way. Exactly. So it's about taking that leap of faith. Look at this knight in shining armor energy too. Look, he's got a lily in his hand. Or a flower, rather. What is that? I don't know what that is. Flower. And a feather in his armor. Like an angel feather. Yeah, their spirits have been drawing them together to connect in the physical and the 3D, to actually have the conversation and then come together. So it's about taking that leap of faith to have the conversation, back to that. Because this is a new beginning and a fresh start, and there's nothing and no one that can get in the way, even by trying to plant seeds of doubt, like, well, how do you know that that's the person for you? Or do you even, well, maybe you don't know because it's not your person, but when you know, and you can only know when you know. But you can't expect other people who don't know to know. But those of us who know, we know. Right. Love has no limits and no regrets, so take that leap of faith. Be honest. Why are the phrases goodbye, I'm sorry, and I love you so easy to pronounce, yet so hard to say? Each of us is an angel. I told you about the feather. With only one wing, and we can only fly by embracing one another. So this is the call, the divine call to come together. The love from the soul is holy without condemnation, and it sees imperfections, but because of what it sees, more love flows. It's that unconditional love. Like I mentioned before, you see. For hearing my thoughts, I've been picking up lots of telepathy. Understanding my dreams and being my best friend, for filling my life with joy, and for loving me without end, I do. And so it's a commitment forever. They don't ever want to be apart. Meaning separated. Not that, there won't be times in their life where I'm seeing like him go to work and her run to the grocery store, and not always that, but just as one example, like both of them I feel like have the capability of doing these types of things. But basically on that note, like they don't have to be attached to the hip. Would they prefer to be with each other? Yeah. Can they also take a second to clear their own head and just think, or go for a drive or whatever it is? Yes. But also, because of the love they share, they do prefer each other's company. It's that best friend energy. Dre and I were like that too, actually. Like if one of us had errands to do, the other would often typically, just as long as our schedules permitted, like the other wasn't at work or something like that, we would just go do errands. Even if I didn't have any errands to do, I would just go with him just to spend time with him together as, a family, or just the two of us, depending. And same thing, if I had stuff to do, he would come just to spend time. We just enjoyed each other's company. Look, as I'm talking about Mr. Meeker, who died in 2016, true love is like a ghost who everyone talks about but few have seen. I think that's funnier than it was supposed to be. Within you, I heard no, it was supposed to be funny. Well, good, because it worked. Within you, I lose myself, and my ears started ringing too when I heard that. And without you, I find myself, then I strive to be lost again. Yeah, this is why they prefer to just be in each other's company. Love is like a rosebud. It may reach full blossom or it might die softly. And this is dependent on the care and the nurturing. I picked this up in the reading, I think, last night or a day or two ago. And I mentioned how you do not berate the flower for being unable to grow. You seek to see what in her environment is inhibiting her growth. Roses, for example, come with their own protection system, the thorns, but they're very delicate and beautiful and finicky too. And they, typically speaking, will only grow if the conditions are right, only grow well if the conditions are right, and they'll die if the conditions aren't. They like enough sunlight, but not too much. They need enough water, but not too much. They like a neutral enough temperature, can't be too hot, can't be too cold. The fertilizer, the nutrients in the soil has to be right. And if one of these things is off or they're not being taken into consideration, typically speaking, that rose bush will not grow. They're very finicky. Divine Masculine says you can't blame a girl for knowing what she likes. No, you cannot. So there's that. And he says, I won't lose you. I won't let you go. I'm actually a good gardener. That's cute. Sometimes the heart sees what the eyes cannot write. And there's that, I do know her. I know this connection. I know what I feel. Where there is love, there is life. You know what I'm hearing? Whoops. I haven't eaten today. It's almost 4 p.m. and I feel my blood sugar really starting to do a thing. So I'm going to pause for a second and just take a couple bites of something to get it up a little bit.
Grandma and Grandpa painted a picture of 65 years in one little house, more than a memory, more than saying I do, kiss you good nights, and I love yous, me and you, baby, walking the footsteps, build our own family. Health is wealth. It is. Okay, so 3 things in this. This is pretty much what I've been picking up. Marriage, moving in together, having babies. I also keep hearing buy dirt, buy dirt. And it's about buying a piece of land to build a property on. It's by, I think, Jordan Davis. It's also, he's the one who sings Next Thing You Know. Yeah, so it's about moving in together. And then having a baby, and then just having a long and happy life together. A painted pink room, a beautiful baby looks just like you and love from the ground up, now till forever. It's all of me, all of you, just take my hand.
Okay. It's all of you, all of me. Just take my hand through the good and the bad. I'll give all that we have. 10622. And we'll build this love. Okay, I also heard this one. I don't know what that is.
Let's move and get it on. You get the healing that I want. Just like they say in the song. Till the dawn, let's move and get it on. We got this king size to ourselves. Don't have to share with no one else. Don't keep your secrets to yourself. It's Kama Sutra show and tell.
Okay, the divine tantra energy between the Osiris and Isis connection came out as well. So there's that one. Then there was this one. Nope, that's a commercial. Careful, baby. I don't want that, I don't think. Careful, my lovey. No, you stay right out of my salad, please. For mommy, I don't even think you want it. It's lettuce. And vegetables. You can have some if you want, but I don't think you want that. I think maybe you think you do, but I don't think you really do. You want to try it? You want some? You're not very interested in that, are you? I didn't think so. That's okay. More for me. Oh, you silly monkey. My thingy's loading. I'm multitasking. But remember, God said that's not going to be a necessity. I heard that. Divine Masculine says, I just want you to be able to relax. That's not fair that you have been forced to live your life that way. No, it's not, especially when I was building it to specifically be the exact opposite. And they were so jealous. They wanted to drive me into the ground and dismantle my life to try to prove me wrong, to make themselves feel some... It doesn't... Your attempt to destroy someone else does not denote any success within yourself, and it certainly does not diminish their success. It just means that you're a toxic person who goes around trying to kick other people's sandcastles down because you're jealous that you can't build one yourself or don't even want to try. And that's the thing about that is just because you go around kicking somebody's sandcastle down, metaphorically speaking, of course, in this one, doesn't make them not successful. It doesn't mean that they don't know how to build the sandcastle, didn't build the sandcastle. It just means that you're toxic and destructive. That's on you, bitch. It's not like we can't rebuild. Fuck off. Look, here we go. Traveling like gypsies in the night. 1:11:11 on the count, on the timer.
It's getting stronger and stronger. And when I get that feeling,
that's Kygo. We're not going to do that yet. Because I heard this first. I like digging holes and hiding things inside them. When I grow old, I hope I won't forget to find them. Cause I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. I'll build a home and wait for someone to tear it down. Then pack it up in boxes, head for the next town. Cause I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. And 1,000 times I've seen this road, 1,000 times. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I build a home and wait for someone to knock it down. Move on to the next town. And I've got memories and bye. 1:13:22. Travel like gypsies in the night. Okay. We'll do this one. Oh, shush. Ouch.
do you feel better? And I give you what you need. Oh, 'cause there's a hole I heal from you. You want me deep, I know your need. Oh, girl, I know what you want, and I can tell you like that, baby, don't you? No lie, no lies, bring it right back, baby, won't you? Oh, it's good, it's fine. Oh no, baby, love, baby, you're bad addition. I ain't never seen that. It goes psycho. Girl, I really think we done past the limit. I'ma lead the way in the night. I just wanna show you something. So lay back, take it. I need to rush you. We got one night, baby. And that's all we need. So come and tell me what you like, baby. Girl, I wanna hear you whisper. Assume the position. Lay back, baby, you won't know what I'm. Just a little bit of friction. You gon' see the sweat dripping down from us. Girl, I'ma do the body right. Say you into it already, nothing gon' phase you. I'ma put you all in way. Flip around, make it count, give you what you been craving. Girl, you was waiting on a real one. You had to be the color, now you got a visual. You just gotta tell me how you want it.
I know life.
Show you something. So lay back, take it.
Wait, what? Discrimination, Oregon. Wait, what are you talking about? Love you. You silly goose. The cat just unpaused the music. The black one. good. Also, so is this. I was talking about the music, but so is the salad. I know what I want though? Chickpeas. I don't know if I have any right now. I think I might be out right now. Bummer, dude. How silly of me to think that I could ever be out of something healthy and dried and snackable. I'm not. I've got multiple back. I knew I had something. Hold on. Are these good? Still crunchy. Good. We'll do these. They're really good salad toppers, and they add extra protein. That was a little much, but that's fine. You know what I also want? Because these are kind of calling to me. Just a few, though. I heard that. They add good crunch. Yeah, they do. I heard somebody say, you could use that instead of croutons. Right, exactly. You add protein instead of whatever. Yum. What's a weird fact? Salad? No, it's delicious. Unless you have more to say and I missed something. All right. Hi, go. Just give us a couple minutes. Maybe not that long. I do love Kygo, but I don't want to give Marvin Gaye any more time. No, Katie. Come on. Somebody says, who is this Kygo? I love Kygo. Like I said, I think I started listening maybe 2012. Long time. It was college. No, get out of my fucking face right now. Go. Right. Divine Masculine says, no, let your mother eat. I don't. He says, they always want to be right up in your grill when you're trying to eat, especially if you only eat once a day. I don't like that. No, I don't either. I don't want cat food in my one meal. If I can get one down a day, I don't want hair in it. You know, get out. It's not like I didn't just feed them. Let me be for 5 minutes. Stop overstimulating your mom. Yes, Daddy. Somebody says, maybe he wants your attention. No, not right now. Yes and no. But I gave him all kinds of attention before he got on live. First of all, I also just fed them. I'm getting ready to run out and go pick up some extra stuff for them anyway. Not that they know that cognitively, but they expect me to take care of them.
But when he started trying to step on the computer to get into my plate again, the fork fell out of it and hit the floor, and they sat for probably 30 seconds licking up the stuff that fell off the fork. So no, they wanted in my bowl. Come on. I said normally it's not a big deal, but when I have all kinds of other stuff running, it becomes a problem. Move on. I'm done. I can't eat any more. I'm full. But I will save it for later. Put on the next song. Somebody was like, what you might probably want a treat. Well, first of all, I tried giving him something out of the bowl at first. He didn't want it. And I gave him treats before he came on live. Actually, no. I think it was after that. It was already on screen. Don't even try you with that. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Divine Masculine says, yes, it is if you can't eat properly. I know. Let's not downplay it. Anyway. This too. I like that one too. Careful, kitty. You want some love now? You can have all the love. Yeah, they can be removed. Silly goose. What do you want? Up or down? Huh? You want a huggy? Or are you just trying to be nosy on the counter? Silly goosey. It's okay.
I love you. I do love you. You don't let me eat for 2 minutes sometimes. Just 2 minutes.
I heard that. Now I know why you fucking eat so quickly. Yeah, dude. First of all, that. And, if I didn't, there wasn't time to eat a lot of the time over the last couple of years. I'm like trying to slam everything in a 15-minute window in between like hours and hours of court cases and shit. It's been exhausting. People suck. These people suck. And that's why I'm making them pay. It's not about the money. It's about the principle. And I've had enough. Let's do this. I've got another little bit of a love reading to do. Let's clear the space first. Also, I gotta pause and just give a little bit of a shout out to my spirit team. They have been kicking ass lately. Not even just in regards to like, yeah, whooping these karmics. Yes and no. I mean, just in regards to helping me, keeping me up on game, keeping me, just helping me. They saved me from a little pickle this morning too. So thanks, Archangel Michael, and I love you. All my exes, you'd understand it. Right now it just sounds like I'm just flexing, but you'll understand. Maybe if we start the story from the top, you say that I'm landed. I was always trying to make it to the top, and that's where I'm standing. I don't ever wanna fall from here, it's such a long way down. I ain't trying to turn back around. Why would I turn back around? That was where I've been, you know where I'm going. I just wanna be wherever you are. 'Cause you set the bar. Someone tell my ex-girlfriend I met my next girlfriend. Someone tell my worst girlfriend I think I met my best friend. I think I started something that I'll never let. Someone tell my ex-girlfriend I met my last girlfriend. I met my last girlfriend. I just checked the last box on the checklist, better respect it. I was running backwards acting reckless, but then I reflected. I was never gonna make it to the top, not with my exes. I wish we could fast forward to the end and then you'd understand it. Baby, that was where I've been. You know where I'm going. I just wanna be wherever you are. 'Cause you set the bar. Someone tell my ex-girlfriend I met my next girlfriend. Someone tell my worst girlfriend I think I met my best friend. I think I started something that I'll never let end. Someone tell my ex-girlfriend I met my last girlfriend. Yeah. Someone tell my last girlfriend I met my last girlfriend. Not the exes matter, but I did hear it, and it's more about the divine masculine saying like, this is the one for me.
Also, I'm picking something up about a divine masculine realizing why certain things never worked out between him and other people, and because of this, he's also very grateful that they didn't, because I hear he's not saddled with them now. He has the opportunity and the free space to be with his kingdom spouse, his, I hear, lovely divine feminine. Speaking of, this song was also one that popped up. The Whisper song was Able Heart. That's what it's called, Whisper. And this is also Able Heart.
No matter what they say, I'm gonna love you. All night, all day, I'm gonna love you. Can't no one take your place, I'm gonna love you.
Oh yeah, grateful things didn't work out between the others, right? No one can't no one take your place, right?
No matter what they say, I'm gonna love you.
Okay. Also, remember I picked something up earlier about, this makes sense now. People trying to plant seeds of doubt, or saying, well, how do you know this is the one for you? Or how do you know you, when you know, and I can't expect somebody who doesn't know to know, but those of us who know, we know. I repeat. No matter what they say. You can be my passion and I'll be someone you can trust. Girl, you're bad to the bone. Baby, your heart is my home. And I did pick that up earlier. It's like, I don't, even if they're not on the living room floor or dancing in their house or something, they might be somewhere else, but it doesn't matter, because it's not about the environment. It's that they feel safe and comfortable and at home within each other's presence. They make wherever they are homey because they are together. They like to just, if one of them has to do errands, they prefer just to spend time and, I hear, tag along, but it's about the shared space and company. Yeah, here, I love you, I never want to be without you. Yeah. He says, could be, don't want to be. Exactly. Preference. That's love. Good. This is good. Good vibes. Oh, I did hear that earlier too. This divine masculine wanting to, like, feel his lips, he wants to feel divine feminine's lips on his. And I saw, it was very sweet and like soft and sensitive and very romantic, but there was also passion there. He had wrapped his arm around her, and like he was holding her, and then he had one of his hands, he took it at one point and put it up on her neck, almost like running it through her hair in the back, at the base of her neck. I heard. Yeah, heard. Oh, I did pick that up too. He said something about helping her shoulder the weight. The fairy card came out earlier, the one where it said carry me home. Exactly. I picked all that up. Buy dirt. Next thing you know, I just want to fall in love and settle down. So it's marriage, babies, moving in, not in that order. Doesn't really matter the order, whatever works for them, of course. But yeah, I hear him say, I want to court you. He says, I'll move fast, but not faster than you're comfortable with. You just let me know. I don't want to cross your boundaries, but he says, I'm coming. I'm coming now. I just got, my whole body just started to get hot. This is a passionate connection. Goodness. 0 complaints.
Radiant confidence, I never thought I'd be this proud. I won't ever let you go, I won't ever let you down. I just wanna love you till the end of time. So happy that you found me, so grateful that you found me. I promise when the sun is shining, even when it's cloudy, I'm gonna love you. No matter what, I'm gonna love you. Can't no one take your place, I'm gonna love you. No matter what they say, I'm gonna love you. Can't no one touch you.
Okay. Interesting. This is the next one I have in the queue. This is not that Divine Feminine does not want. To be very clear, Divine Masculine, this is not that she doesn't want love. It's not that she's afraid of love or doesn't want you to say love. It's that she doesn't want to hear it if you don't mean it. She doesn't want to be told. Basically, she doesn't want to get the runaround heard. Yeah, that's it. Don't string her along is the message I heard. So she's afraid to be hurt. She doesn't want to be mistreated, taken advantage of, or taken for granted the way that other people treated her. And I already hear that, and I agree. He says, but I'm not like those others. I know that. But you showing up and being consistent for her will help with that. But I just wanted to give the disclaimer before the lyrics play, just so, because I already felt it. I felt a concern come across this Divine Masculine in advance based on the lyrics, because the song says, it's from Divine Feminine. She said, just don't say love. And it explains, but before you panic, not that he didn't, he started to just a little bit, or not panic, I guess, but yeah, kind of like disappointment or concern. I saw it flash across his face and his eyebrows. It was very sad. And interestingly enough, that's specifically why I made the disclaimer, to avoid him hearing certain lyrics and then thinking that. He says, I just want you to give me the chance to prove that I'm not like the rest. He says, I know you think that because you've been with so many. Well, I'll just reframe that a little bit and just say that people who haven't been very nice to her is what he's saying. Yes, that's correct. 420, but this is a good connection. Of course, there have been karmics trying to cause problems here and there previously, but this is a God-given connection. As long as they both seek to stay in alignment, they will. They both are aligned with each other, or aligning. So stay the course, North Node. It's destiny. But you have to choose that. It's a free will choice, right? If people want their Divine Feminine, they need to go towards their Divine Feminine and not deal with options. I'll just put it like that to be nice, or really thoughts and people who aren't for them, right? Divine Masculine says there's this spiritually driven connection that's bringing passion, and I need to honor and follow that and see where God is leading me. Hi, baby kitty. Do you want some love? What do you want? What do you want? Huh?
Falling down the seats in the back of my car. Got nowhere to be cause the world don't know where we are. 3 a.m. and you're in my arms. All the drinks they're wearing off. You look to me like I said something wrong. Cause I opened my mouth. Now we both just stand in silence. Frozen by 3 little words.
They're good.
And there was something behind those eyes that she was hiding. She said, I don't want this to hurt. Just don't say love, say love, say love, say love, no. I've heard that, but
Come on, baby. Nope. Oh. Okay, 422. So I think that was just for Divine Masculine to emphasize like that and how she's been hurt. 422 specifically on the East Coast on the clock, to be clear. Which is a twin flame number for me. Whoops. That is not what I meant to do. Let's try that again. I think I'm going to pause on the music for now. And I'll save it for the next one, or later, or link it in the description or something. But what I will do is pull out the next couple of cards. So, official person. Let's say that's Divine Masculine, 22. Tell me about the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Can I get a couple more, please? Okay. Marriage. Between the main male. Divine Masculine. And then Divine Feminine, who expects this. She's intuited this, or she knows in her heart of hearts that he is that person. Okay. And let's do this. Can you tell me about... Thank you. Come on, baby. Come back down for me. I love you. Cute boy. Okay. Card hit the deck. So my question was, what is this Divine Masculine and Feminine in relation to each other? Who is this masculine to this Divine Feminine who's been hurt? And they're counterparts. This could be the one. This is an archangelically blessed, divinely blessed connection. Yes, baby. Can I get some for Divine Feminine, please? Or should we start with Divine Masculine? Let's start with the Feminine. Okay. Finances and career. So she's been focusing on building and spiritual growth, connection, communication. Here, the babies. Come on. Are you okay? You're so silly. You're just a silly boy. I love you. So cute. What are you doing? Chooch magooch. Okay. Alrighty. Can I get two more? Whoa. Oh. Alright. Thank you. Very soon. Popped out first. And so I wanted to know very soon what? Passion between Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Lots of music, messages, and energies today. And making the effort, right? He's making the effort towards her. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and he is being guided towards her. It's very innocent love, this pure love. Of course, it's chemical romance and passion and all of the adult things, but this is a very pure-souled, pure-hearted connection on a different level. It's also what makes the chemistry between them so fire and magnetic. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, but also I do feel like this romantic connection it helps heal those wounds as well, if there were any issues. Heard that heart-to-heart conversations, and I hear Russ. Hold on. It's called I Love You, Boy.
Yeah, you grew up in an environment that was hostile and got wild. Arguments you heard as a small child had an effect that left you with a lot to undo. Your first words were screaming at your mom saying,
Fuck you.
Imagine the visual. Diaper on, already dealing with the residual effects of an explosive father figure was difficult. Mama was miserable, his love felt conditional. You better be perfect, otherwise he'll be hypercritical. Belittle you till you nothing, yeah, it hurts to listen. Need the parent knew how to regulate
The nervous system.
That was reactive,
Mom was fatalistic.
no one to protect you. Grandfather paid a visit to take you and your siblings and your mama far away. 29 years later, she regrets that she stayed. You were doomed from the start, you were hurt and ostracized. There's a wound in your heart, survival mode, you're traumatized. For real. I love you.
Somebody said, who is this? This is Russ. R-U-S-S, Russ. I love you, boy. I like this one a lot. Yeah, the DOJ was caught up in us. I mean, I was rooting for you. You know, but I also heard some grimy things about the DOJ. a while back, so I'm not surprised to hear that.
Yeah.
Talking about Doge, right? You mentioned that a few. Are you actually talking about DOJ or do you mean Doge? Because I've heard issues with both, really. Rooting for you.
To protect the kid in you is hard to manage. Supreme confidence, deep crippling insecurity. The damage that's been done is explicit and abusive and a critic. Nothing that you ever.
Go to boy club. Got it. Yep. Got you.
It's really good enough, is it? You didn't get validation from your dad, so you replaced him with the industry. You started to rap, you wanted praise and acknowledgement, and picked a profession that people who look like you don't get. Now the rage of accomplishments being ignored, authoritative outside force that you, yet again, apparently aren't good enough for. All fueled you, you need to be liked and feel wanted, consumed you. That's why you call a chick every night to come do you, only to be left feeling less.
I'm giggling because I just hold on. I just got a flash of this video that I watched earlier. Popped up on my feed. Let's try this. Got it. Oh no. Where did it go? There it is.
Out here being hard.
No, that's not it. Hold on. When your producer is heartbroken.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel.
What is this? Something just opened on autoplay. Hold on. That's strange. I don't know who that is. Interesting. Title. I'm gonna be quiet about that though. Because I feel the karmic eyes.
Oh, Jesus. Scared the hell out of me. God. What's wrong, Buttercup?
Cinnamon broke up with me.
Doesn't she strip down at Delilah's? Pretty sure she was never your girlfriend.
Don't say that.
All right.
Save me.
All right. Seems you guys had something special that I wasn't aware of.
Yeah, we did.
All right. Well, I think I got something that's gonna cheer you up.
Don't want to hear it.
Trust me. Come on, get in the chair. Come on.
You stabbed me through the heart with a stake.
Trust me.
Ooh.
Get in the chair. Come on.
The attitude.
Can you run back that guitar loop you had playing the other day?
Okay.
And can you cheer up? Please.
She's dancing for a bottom dollar right now. Right as we speak. What am I doing here? Oh no, who's gonna take her to the ball? Probably Delilah, man. Probably Zane. Oh god, dancing for your bottom dollar, huh, D? It's supposed to be me, but it's cool. We're here. Keep it together.
I think we're good. Sure. Oh, can you play back that guitar loop you had playing the other day?
What's with this one?
No, it's not even a guitar.
Oh, no. Oh.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Big D, she got me tripping.
Please.
It was this one, I think, right?
Yes, thank you. Yes, good. Run it back. Play it back. I'll run it back. Run it. Okay, you ready? Baby, I'll be there when you want me. I'll catch you when you fall. I love it like my mother taught me. You'll never be on your own. You know that I won't ever let you down. No, I won't ever break your heart. Baby, I just wanna hold you, never let you go. Know that I'll be loving you so. Just know that I'll be there. What, dude? It's hot in here. Suddenly I don't listen. Oh, Jesus.
So freaking cute. That was so funny. I laughed so hard I had tears coming out of my eyeballs when I saw that earlier. I heard that. That was funny. You should see his watermelon one. I laughed, I think, probably a little bit harder at that. But this one was really cute. Both funny, just different energy. And I love both. He's very funny. I see he has a lot of different talents. He's Gemini, as far as I understand, so this doesn't surprise me, but very multifaceted. And what one might call a triple threat or more. And I see this because I've also had people come after me for the same reason. Somebody says, what is a triple threat? Somebody who has a multitude of gifts, like singing, acting, dancing. It doesn't have to be those three. Those are very commonly used. Careful, kitty. Come here. You want some more? As examples. Come on. Come on, baby. I'm going to teach you some more. Just come down. So hungry. Okay. Pretty boy. But he's also funny. And that's another skill set within its own right. Somebody who's an artist, like a painter or something, could also, that's a skill. Doesn't really matter what the skill is. It's just that the concept of a triple threat is having three of them or more. Some people have none. Can you please get down? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. I know, you're excited. You're so excited. Okay. You gotta let me finish what I'm doing, silly boy. I know, you're so excited. Somebody says, why? Why do they target? Because I think out of jealousy. Some people don't even have one real skill set, let alone a multitude. And I would say he has more than three. But so do I, so I see that too. And it typically comes from jealousy. So there's that. Anyway. Okay, can I get any more for the twins? Coming next, express your love and flirt. Okay, so there's communication coming, 160, 122, between them.
I would say flirtatious communication of that. Yep, I just picked up the energy. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Let's do a quick core energy and then a root and a crown, please. 2 from the bottom, 2 from the top. Thank you. And from the middle. Reconciliation. So if there's been a separation or a stagnancy period between the counterparts, that's being removed. Divine Masculine says, I'm coming forward now. Don't push me away. I'm coming forward now. Divine Feminine says, don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me. But okay. I hear Arms Wide Open by Creed, I think. Arms wide open. Okay. The crowning energy that God is speaking of and is helping bring forth is this past life connection. You've known each other before. It's bringing this back into the forefront on the present physical plane, and there's healing happening here. I also feel like this is forgiving and learning from the past life cycles, like with the Mark Antony Cleopatra reference. There was a bit where his loyalties kind of were, well, his suicide could have on levels be seen as a betrayal to her, like he left her there. And then also there was a bit where he would go back and forth between militaries. There was also a reference of him not like fully committing to their relationship. And he's saying that he needs to do that in this life. He says there's no hesitation. And this is where the reconciliation comes from. Even if this is the core energy, the middle energy, even if they haven't been together in this life, they're coming back together from a previous one. Yeah, I'm sorry I left you. I'm sorry I abandoned you. I'm sorry I went back and forth, or I'm sorry I didn't fully commit, or I was afraid, or something like that. He's saying, I'm not anymore. I'm not this time. We've healed that out. We're healing that. And then children are here. So having children together, this is also that they bring out each other's inner child and they help each other feel youthful and free-spirited. Remember that one where earlier, wasn't he kissing, yeah, her cheek there? Very innocent, pure love, like I said. This is like the grown-up version of it, but stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring in romance. So that's what he was saying, like, don't push me away. I hear better days are coming again. I know you've been hurting, waiting for a train that just won't come. Soon we'll be dancing in the sun and we'll sing our songs together. I also, while I was taking care of a few things and heading to an appointment earlier, I heard Livingston clairaudiently, specifically the song about, it's called Last Man Standing. I've been around the world, 7 wonders, 7 seas. When all is said and done, you're the only thing I see, my love. So tell me what you're looking for. You're written in the stories, a living masterpiece. So when it's all said and done, why are you standing next to me, my love? Tell me what you're looking for. And you said, I don't need this is Divine Feminine speaking now. She says, I don't need a symphony. I just want your voice and a melody. I don't need your diamond rings. I just want your love. Stop selling me. I don't need the wind that's underneath your wings. Like, I'm not trying to take the wind out of your sails. I just want to know where you're landing. I just want to fly with you. You don't need to be the king because I just want the last man standing. I've been around the world, he says. I've lived 100 fantasies, but when all is said and done, you're the only one I need, my love. Just tell me what you're looking for. Because you don't have to fight so hard, darling. This is love, not war. All I want is who you are, he says, and that's what I've been looking for. She said, I don't need a symphony. I just want your voice and a melody. I don't need your diamond rings. I just want your love. Stop selling me. 167.22. I don't need the wind underneath your wings. I just want to know when you're landing. Right? When are you coming through? Don't leave me hanging, she said. Because I just want, you don't need to be the king, although he is to her. And she's happy to share the throne with him. Because I just want the last man standing, the one who showed up, the one who survived when nobody else did. More specifically, the one who never gave up, the one who never forfeited, the one who never flaked, the one who actually showed up to communicate and commit, who didn't get scared away by the karmic attacks or the spell work or the attempts to tear them apart. See that he's laughing. This divine masculine is laughing at that because he thinks it's such a ridiculous thought that somebody else could keep him away from his person. Pretty much, give or take a few words. Or that spell work could take a hold of his life. Both. Because he's saying that he's the manifestor, the creator of his reality. It's a choice. And then also that he manifested divine feminine, and also the resources and the material success, everything that they're trying to mess with and interrupt. He says it's just the devil. It's just the devil. I won't even get into exactly the depth of what he's saying, but pretty much speaking through these people. He's being funny and sassy. It's basically saying they're just talking out of their behinds and they have their heads so far shoved up their booty hole they can't see straight. It's dark up there, isn't it? Moving on. And so then he starts singing again towards the end. He said, and you said, now he's talking to divine feminine, I just want the last man standing. And that's true. That's true. I think I'm going to drop the mic right there for now. Please remember to pray. Do no harm. Take no crap. And I will catch you on the next one. Blessings and namaste.